COVID definitely means change, uh, adapting to everything that has been going on. For high school students specifically, it's been a lot of just kind of shooting in the dark, figuring everything out as you go, especially seniors who are already introduced to things that they hadn't experienced in their other years of school, figuring that out on top of figuring it all out through COVID. Obviously, everything's very virtual, everything's very separated and kind of dispassionate. High school, in the lens of COVID, has been more difficult than it would have been.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of Black America and to the republic for which it stands, two nations, under God, still divisible, no liberty, no justice at all.
This prophecy brand started with George Floyd in 2020. Obviously, we saw a lot of murders by police, a lot of police brutality before and during, the entire process. Obviously, there was brutality in the killings, and there was also brutalities at the protests and the community response. So it started for me with Ahmaud Arbery in, I believe, February. And from there, it was George Floyd, which was something I had never experienced before. And even just through the clips and the pictures of what I saw, it was so much for me. For the between 8 minutes and 46 seconds and 9 minutes and 29 seconds that he was being restrained, it was brutal. It was like time wasn't moving, and he was pleading so strongly for his life, and it was met by no response from the police officers. So it was then that I decided I had to do something, and I went to my first two protests here in downtown Macon, and I got on the ground and I really saw how this activism thing worked from just an individual perspective. What could I do to further the cause? And once I did that, it really opened my eyes. I remember explaining it as a liberating experience, fighting for justice and for accountability. So after that, I decided I had to use my talents and gifts of poetry and music and use them in a way that I knew could help people and in the ways that I felt like I could do it best.